video is probably going to get 0 views. It might get a couple views actually, because I'm kind of using reverse psychology to get you guys to click on it. So it may get a few more than 0 views, but it's probably going to get not that many views, right? Because this is a new channel. It's the 3rd video, and I don't really expect it to get that many views, but I'm making it anyway because that's kind of the point. That's the thing that I want to share with you guys today, is that consistency with this stuff is key. Consistency with anything is key, whether it's going to the gym, going to learn an instrument, going to learn a new language, anything that you're trying to work on, that you're trying to build. Consistency is key. And the 3rd time you go to the gym, you're not going to see any change. You're not going to see any change in the first week or the 2nd week, or really probably the 3rd week. It might take about a month to really notice the most subtle change if you're consistent with something like the gym. It may take up to a month just to notice the most subtle, small amount of adding some strength, adding some definition to your body, to your lifts. But you just do it anyway. You just do it anyway, and you just show up, and you sort of have this faith that if you do something day in and day out, that it's going to eventually build towards something. Something is going to grow out of it. So you just show up, and I wouldn't necessarily call it blind faith, but you have this faith, you have this knowledge that you can shut off the emotional part of your brain, and you can just move into the logical part of your brain and say, hey, if I do this thing on a consistent basis, day in and day out, something is going to come of it, and something is going to grow from it. And so that's why I'm making this video. I'm kind of just sitting here chilling in the parking lot. It's nighttime. I don't know about this lighting. It's okay, I guess. Pretty good. A little bit dimmer, nighttime vibes. And I just want to keep the content rolling on this channel. It's easy to make 1 video, 2 videos, and then you're like, okay, this is not what I thought it was, or whatever, and you get bored and you stop. But I just want to try to keep going with this and build something, and keep talking to you guys, and just talk about this concept of putting in the reps. You got to put in the reps with whatever you're doing. I think learning guitar too, I could make the same sort of concept out of that, right? The 3rd time that you sit down with the guitar, you're going to play 0 music. You're going to play 0 anything that even sounds like music. And that's kind of the whole point. The whole point isn't that you're going to actually make the music with the 3rd time that you sit down with the guitar. You're not really going to have the body that you want the 3rd time that you hit the weights in the gym. Really, the whole entire point of it is just to show up and put the thing that you're interested in front of you, and just do the thing. And that's where the magic happens. That's where the it's like doing the rain dance, or it's almost like praying or something, right? It's like you're cultivating the field, and you're not looking for that instant result. You're just putting the thing in front of you, and you are doing the thing, and you're not getting emotionally caught up in the result, or the things that you can see, or the payoff, or the reward. You're simply just putting the thing in front of you and doing the thing. So that's why I pulled over into this parking lot to make this very simple video, because I don't know, more content, right? something to talk about, something to do. I just blasted legs at the gym earlier, and I'm like, oh, I'm like in that zone where you're just tired from all that, and you're just like, I don't know, I could go to sleep or something, or I could do whatever. I could like eat some food. I don't know, you just want to pass out and like stare at the ceiling, and I'm kind of just cruising around, going on a little joyride. And you can get this idea in your head, like, when am I going to make the next video or whatever, and it's just like, why not do it right now? Why not put the thing in front of you right now? There's always going to be some reason to put things off into the future and sort of convince yourself that you'll like do something later, or you'll get around to something later, you'll get around to the gym later, you'll get around to that project you want to do later. You just have to be able to like stand in that fire, put the thing in front of you and work on it, not expect any kind of certain result from it, but just sit down and do the thing and put it out there, and that's another rep. So that's it, guys. Short and sweet. I'll talk to you later.